Okay, so I'm going to start off this beat using this nice sound inside Pandora, and this is a plugin from Somatics, and it sounds like this. Very beautiful sound, and it's called Keys Classic Piano. And I'm going to be using the chords E, G flat, and A flat minor, and those are the only 3 chords that I'm going to be playing. And let's go ahead and make our first melody. Now you can go ahead and pause the video wherever you like. You can take the exact chords that I'm playing. That's why I leave this MIDI controller kind of showing you the keys. So you can just pause and just take them. Do whatever you want with them. Let's go ahead and duplicate this 4 bars. And let's add a little bit of effects here. And I'm just going to go ahead and mess with the sustain real quick. I want these notes to be sustaining in different areas. And sometimes it cuts off where I don't want it to cut off. But other than that, this sound is already giving us a nice foundation to whatever's coming up next. So for my next sound, I'm going to stay inside Pandora Essentials, and I am going to be using this sound called Keys FM, and check this sound out. The sound sounds very warpy. It just has like this nice feel to it. Now what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and record a counter melody using the same scale in A flat minor. And it's going to be very simple, so you can just go ahead and follow along here. Let's go ahead and duplicate this and adjust some of the notes here and there. All right, now let's go ahead and EQ this a bit, reduce some of this high and low frequencies. I'm gonna go ahead and EQ the first sound a little bit and raise up some of these high frequencies. Okay, so for my third sound, I'm gonna stay inside Pandora. I love when I could just use one plugin and just keep using the same plugin. It makes my life easier. I don't have to keep looking for more sounds. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use more of a higher pitch sound. This sound sounds like this. Very high-pitched sounding sound, but very lush, kind of like a pad bell sound. But let's go ahead and record a second counter melody. This is kind of playing in for like a lead sound. Adjust the sustain a little bit. I've been messing with the sustain a lot lately. I feel like it just creates a kind of a reverb in a sense. That's why I mess with so much. And then I'm going to go ahead and reduce some of these high frequencies, mess with the effects, with the filter, and just see what I kind of like. And I'm going to go ahead and use this pancake plugin to make this sound go left to right and put the mix like around 44%. I do want it to go from the left ear to the right ear, so it could be more, pleasing to the ear. Now that we got all our melodies in and everything sounds good, I did go ahead and add some vocal chops right before we add the drums. Let me just show you how these sound. Now that we got that out of the way, now let's go ahead and add a snare. Lower it a little bit. Let's add a little bit of reverb here. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this snare sound, add a second snare sound. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and for every 2 bars, it's going to have a different snare sample instead of the same one being repetitive. That way it gives it a different feel. Let's go ahead and EQ this a little bit to my liking. All right, now let's go ahead and add an open hat. And then I'm just going to play this open hat every 2 bars, and then I'm just going to go ahead and grab another open hat, this softing, and play it every other 2 bars. Let's mess with the mix a little bit with the reverb, just a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of delay here. Just adjust these hi-hats to see where they go. Now let's go ahead and add a kick. I want the kick to have some space, but at the same time I want it to bounce. Now let's go ahead and EQ the kick a little bit, just a little bit in the lower range so I can punch through the mix a little better. Now let's go ahead and add these hats. And I'm going to leave the hi-hats a little bit of space in between. I don't want these hats to be so repetitive and playing like straight through the whole beat. It's just not going to sound good. It's always good to leave some space. Let's adjust the velocity here and there. And now let's go ahead and add the 808. All right, now that we got all the instruments lined up and everything is good, let's go ahead and hear the final result in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys to RnB.
Okay, and if you're at the deep end of this video, comment down below deep end of the video. Let me know what you thought of the beat. Let me know if these tutorials are helping out and what type of videos you want to see next. But if you want to keep watching more of these videos, go ahead and click on this next video right here. Till next time, God bless, stay blessed, peace.